Let's talk about how I became a video game feminist.
Let me guess, brain damage from sniffing your own farts? But seriously, I wasn't planning to do another video on this guy, but there are some subjects I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while, and the latest episode of his show gives me the perfect opportunity. So let's revisit this hypocritical hipster.
From time to time, I get commenters who say stuff like, I liked Game Show when he just talked about video games, not any of this social justice stuff.
Last year, your videos were averaging over 100,000 YouTube views, with some hitting as much as 400,000. Today, your videos are averaging 30,000 views or less. When your audience is telling you to cut it out with the social justice and get back to the subject they're actually interested in, maybe you should listen.
And this means games are part of one of the most pointed, contentious, and important movements of the last 100 years, assuring women a place alongside men in every conversation.
Gaming has existed and been popular for decades. It didn't become a so-called feminist issue until recently, when scumbag opportunists realized they could profit from trying to make it a feminist issue.
Talking about gender has been really important to us at Game Show. I mean, we want a telly for it.
Indeed.
But that's what it means to be a critic of games.
Yeah, nah. Let me tell you what it means to be a critic, boy. Roger Ebert was a self-described liberal. When he reviewed Dirty Harry, he called its moral position fascist. He also gave it 3 out of 4 stars. Because Ebert understood that his job as a film critic was to tell people if a movie was good or bad to the best of his abilities, not to tear down films or cinema goers for political reasons. Just like the job of a game critic is to tell people if a game is fun or unfun, not to tear down games or gamers for political reasons. If you, sir, are a game critic, you are not doing your job.
The moment that it first struck me that games had a gender problem was when I watched a very senior male producer grab another female producer's butt at an official company party.
And? Was she cool with it? Were they in a sexual relationship? Grabbing a woman's butt is not sexual harassment in and of itself. This might blow your puritanical mind, but like men, women are sexual beings and enjoy being touched in a sexual manner under the right circumstances. If you want people to evaluate whether it was right, wrong, or just plain sleazy, you have to provide context.
I should have done something, but I didn't.
Are you making those sad puppy dog eyes because she didn't want to be touched? Or because never in a million years would you have the guts to grab your own lover like that? And if she wasn't okay with it, tell me, was she a damsel in distress who needed a man to save her? Or was she capable of handling it herself?
There were booth babes at E3. Not that booth babes are particular to the gaming industry, but I remember one for the racing game Dirt, who was actually covered in dirt.
You're right. How dare those consenting adult women display their evil bodies, which were invented by the devil, I might add. Look at those outfits. They're clearly above the knee line. They should wear tasteful dresses, or better yet, burqas. Women shouldn't even have the right to choose a profession that offends men with progressive sensibilities.
The gaming industry seemed to have a laser focus aimed at attracting males, straight males to be more specific. The booth babes were designed to exclusively attract male attention.
And once again, lesbians and bisexuals are erased from existence. Because if they exist, you have to admit that the sexism crisis in video games, that they appeal to straight males to the exclusion of everyone else, is a fake crisis. So poof, lesbians and bisexuals disappear in a puff of smoke. As do straight women who just don't see a problem with representation in video games, and anyone with a dark skin tone, and gay men who enjoy all the ripped and frequently shirtless male characters. Hey, how come my video is more inclusive than your whole show?
Sexism is something that's bigger than you and me, and we carry biases whether we like it or not. For example, why is 90% of Game Show's viewership male? Maybe there's some implicit thing that I'm doing to not make the show more welcoming to the millions of female gamers out there.
My viewers, I leave you with that.